Hey, how you doing today? This is my second installment. What are we going to talk about here? We're going to talk about different kinds of salvage yards. You know, when I got into this business, where we are right now, this was literally a junkyard, air quotes. There were piles of just crap everywhere because the guy I bought this business from, he not only wrecked cars, he wrecked grocery stores. And I'm talking like about coolers and shelving and all that kind of thing. I had a pile in the back over there. I had literally a mountain of heating oil tanks. Had to be, hell, I don't know, at least as high as the bumpers on the rack back there. Had to cut all that up, get rid of it. So I want you to know there are different levels of yards. There's salvage yards and there's auto recyclers. I'm an auto recycler. Now, I wasn't always an auto recycler, but I graduated to it. You know, across this country, the number of yards has gone down significantly in the 40 years plus that I've been in business. Some due to regulation, mostly due just to guys retiring and nobody picking up the business. Well, I'm fortunate I do have an interested buyer. Actually, I've got 3 interested buyers, but I'm kind of running along the first come first serve thing here, and we are working on our contractual agreement. You know how it is, once attorneys get involved, sometimes those wheels turn real slow. That and the fact that, you know, every time an attorney sends an email or answers his phone, they get to bill you for that. Kind of like going to the doctor in a way. What makes you more money? The treatment or the cure? But that's a different commentary altogether. I'm not gonna get into that right now. You know, way back in the day when I got into this business, most guys were just buying junk off the street. You know, that car you had out sitting behind the barn with the tree growing through the floorboards on it, or that thing that you blew the motor on and it just was not worth fixing. And there's still a lot of guys that do just that. Well, I graduated from that a long time ago. Only thing we do here now is late model wrecks. We haven't bought a car off the street here in years. Roughly speaking, on cars, well, it's 2025. I go back roughly to 2015. Trucks and SUVs, I may go back as far as 2012. There might be an exception here or there, not too often though. And that's because of the kind of customer I was looking for. I'm not real big on retail trade because generally speaking, retail customers are a PITA. You know what a PITA is? No, I'm not talking about the bread that your gyro goes on, or that makes your gyro. I'm talking pain in the ass. I got enough headaches. Don't need that. So we cater to the late model car lots, service garages, and the body shops. That's how we do it. And after 40 plus years, it's just time to get involved in a few other things. So, you know, a lot of yards out there, there's still a lot of mom and pop operations out there, small companies such as mine, but there are multi-million-dollar companies out there too. Some of them with just real big yards out in the country someplace. You know, we're right in the Menominee Valley here, so my acreage is limited. I need stuff that's going to sell. And if you look around here, I don't know what the camera's all picking up, but you see a lot of holes. That's because doors were sold, tailgates were sold, suspensions were sold, motors, trannies, etc., 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 etc. Good business to be in if you know how to do it. I'm not going to say it's a cheap business to be in. You know, when I started in this business, I needed a state license and a city license. I think right now I got 5, 6, I don't know, 7 different permits for this, that, and whatever. But business has been good to me. And I'm hoping it's good for the guy that's coming in. And if he asks me, I will help direct him. If you don't ask, well, as long as he makes his payments, that's okay. Now, I'm sure you noticed what I just said, makes his payments. You see, in this kind of business, there's only 2 ways to sell. Either you find somebody that had just, you know, won Powerball over the weekend, they got a whole pile of money they want to spend, or you land contracted, because banks will not finance an operation like this. They just won't do it. So that's how that works. All right, we're gonna catch you on the next one.